Well, the Raiders game just ended. We lost to the Steelers 32-13. Man, was that really painful to watch. Watch it all the way from the beginning, all the way to the end, every snap. And man, I have a lot on my mind. I want to start off with state of the organization, right? State of the Raiders organization, because this is something that I was thinking about during the game around maybe third quarter when I saw it just slowly slipping away. I want to say I started this YouTube channel in 2013, and I've seen a lot of negativity since 2013. You guys know, if you've been following this team for years, what we've been through as like a fan base, and what the organization's been through. Just blow after blow after blow. It never see the light at the end of the tunnel, right? Maybe 1 year in 2016, right? And that was ended horrendously and putting a hinder on our quarterback for years, right? So to get back to the state of the organization right now, it starts from the top, right? Then it's going to lead into the people that are in the front office, right? And managing the team. Then you have our coaching staff, and then it goes to the players, and it's supposed to translate into results, right? Obviously, we want to win games. That's what we're supposed to be doing as an organization. And right now, me just really evaluating the organization and just evaluating the big picture, we don't have the talent we need. We don't have the correct coaches in place. I feel like we don't have a right manager managing the team. And our owner is horrendous and clearly has not been putting the right people in place for years. And I just don't trust anybody in this organization for one of the first times in a long time, like at all levels. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. And that's scary. And that's honestly terrible, because they're supposed to come out and compete and actually try to win games. And, we're here to support them, and we're here to pay money to go to games and do everything it takes, right, to be a fan of an actual fan of an organization. And it's from all levels, just complete failure. And the one thing that's even a cherry on top that it shocks me is they took the Raiders, that have been a struggling franchise for so long, right, but have a rich historic fan base in that Oakland, right? They take them out and they put them not only somewhere else in California, but they put them in a whole different state in Nevada. And I'm not trying to harp on this too much, because you guys know my stance and my feeling on this, and you guys get it. I'm not here to point out the obvious, but to see that all those fans today in our stadium, it looked like a Steelers home game. I didn't really see any Raider fans. So I get it. Some of those fans that do show up in Vegas, I 100% holding it down for us. I really appreciate that. But most of the people that are Raider fans, it's going to take a flight to get there. It's going to take at least a 3-hour drive from LA to get there, right? So it's really depressing to know that our stadium gets overtaken almost every Sunday like that. And with the ownership, the coaches, the talent, with how we've been not able to win yet in Vegas, we're an absolute joke in Vegas. And it's so sad, because the Raiders are such a good historic franchise, such an important piece, pioneers to the NFL. And it's a joke. It's honestly ran like a joke. It's looked at like a joke. And the plays and the actual results on the field, it's a joke. So I just wanted to kind of touch and translate into that. And there's a few things that need to happen immediately. Coaching staff, Luke Getsy, our offensive coordinator, when I found out that we were hiring the Bears offensive coordinator for the past 2 years, what kind of hire is that? I get the guy might interview well, but where's the results? I can't even believe we have Luke Getsy starting off a year that Antonio Pierce is supposed to prove himself and make a statement and try to be a head coach of this organization that he's so passionate about. And he puts Luke Getsy as our offensive coordinator from the Chicago Bears. Screen, dump off, handoff. Handoff, handoff, screen. Handoff, dump off, handoff. I get that we don't have this top tier quarterback situation, but the quarterbacks know how to stretch the field. And if they're told to stretch the field, they're going to do it. it's just so typical. Check downs, it's so typical. I've seen this before. We went through 6 offensive coordinators probably since 2016, since Bill Musgrave. The shit ain't good enough. It's predictable. We drive down the field 2 weeks in a row, stuff it right down their throats with the little tinky-tacky passes the whole way up. They adjust, and we can't get the ball rolling for the whole game afterwards until it's garbage time when they've already got the lead by 20 and there's 5 minutes left. We'll score a touchdown. It's exactly what happened last week, and it translated into this game. And the Steelers aren't even that good of a team. So I just can't believe that we still have Luke Getsy as our offensive coordinator. Clearly, he's probably the main issue on our offense, and he's got to get fired ASAP. That's for a current problem, right? I'm kind of ranting here. Then, Antonio Pierce doesn't have all that much experience as a head coach, and you got the guy seeing the whole talent get hurt. Everyone's just shutting down, and coaches are just not the right coaches. I think he's realizing that. He made a mistake, I think, by starting Gardner over O'Connell. I think that pissed off Devontae, kind of got things a little weirded out. So you got Antonio Pierce that just clearly has made some pivotal mistakes as a head coach already this year that I don't think is going to be able to save him his job in this next offseason, which I don't really care at this point. The results aren't there. There's been some bad hires, and he looks very lost at times. Like the guy, but I don't think it's going to be translating with him moving forward after the season. And we need to draft a quarterback. I already talked about that last week. Aiden's not it. Gardner's not it. We got to get a home run hit. We got to just go all in on the highest on the board. It needs to happen. We haven't done it since Jamarcus Russell. And I know it's a risk going for a big player like that, but sometimes it can pay off big time. And I think we need somebody that's just a high caliber college profile like that. Get him to go to the Raiders, and let's hope for the best. Get a good offensive line going. That's what I'm hoping they end up doing. But one last thing, that I wanted to talk about is just as Raider fans and how much we show up and how much we support this team. And Mark, as much as he has tried all these years with all the different regimes and everything he's pulled through, he's really, really got to consider just getting out. I mean, I can't even imagine today how he felt in his little suite there, seeing the whole stadium be nothing but Steeler fans, knowing the team is in a new market. It's been nothing but turmoil since we've got there. Henry Ruggs, John Gruden, Derek Carr, Josh McDaniels, Dave Ziegler, sending Carr out, bringing in Devontae Adams. I mean, it has been so bad. Jimmy Garoppolo coming in. Ever since we've got to Vegas, it has been nothing but negative, absolute bullshit. It's crazy. It is crazy. It's so bad. It's so negative. I'm so fucking done with it. But at the end of the day, I'm a fan for life. I'm a San Jose Sharks fan if you guys follow hockey. So you know the pain I've been through there. I'm loyal all the way through. But I got to admit to you on this video, guys, I just want to rant and get my opinions off. This franchise is at an all-time low, and we deserve better. I hope the owner really realizes or makes some kind of a change this offseason big time, whether it be him opting out or him just fully getting away from the situation and solely funding it. I don't know. But the people he's bringing in and the decisions that are coming from the top, going into the staff and then going onto the field, it's never working. And seeing that stadium get ran like that right now was like a knife in the heart on top of us being a joke on the fucking field. Let me know down below, guys, how you're feeling. But I'm feeling pretty sad. And I'm pretty fucking pissed off. Raiders at the end of the day, no matter what, for life. But shit's got to get better. It's got to get better.